Hi everybody, and thank you for joining me for your core workout today. My name's Shelly, and we are going to be doing our core workout on the floor today. So take a second, grab a mat for comfort, create yourself a bit of space, and then you can join me for some activation before we get into the bulk of this workout. So if you're ready, I want you to start down at the end of your mat. We're going to start activating all of the muscles through the front side and the back side of our core. So I want you to start by having soft knees. I want you to tuck your chin towards your chest, and we're going to roll ourselves down towards our toes. From here, I want you to walk yourself out to a plank. Once you get out to that plank, take a little check. Make sure that you are over your hands and that your neck is nice and long. Don't let anything sag. Bend those knees. Walk yourself back in and come up to standing. Let's do that again. Roll it down. Walk yourself out. Find that nice strong plank position. Tighten up that core before you start to bring yourself in. Specifically, those lower abs before you start to pull that self back to a standing position. Right here, lower abs tighten up and move yourself back in. We're gonna do one more of these. Right out to that plank. Check that positioning. And instead of rolling all the way back up, I want you to drop your knees and find tabletop position. From this tabletop, I want you to anchor your hips. They are no longer going to move, so tighten up those lower abs, anchor the hips, and I want you to just start touching one shoulder and then the other. From here, each time you move, you should feel all of the muscles making sure that you're stable and not allowing any shifting to happen. It's going to be a recurring theme throughout our workout today, so pay attention to those lower abdominals. Place that hand down, and I want you to switch it up to start tapping out and the other side. Again, I'm not letting my hips allow for that counterbalance. Everything stays completely square. Four, three, two, and one. Back to that tabletop position. I want you to allow your belly button to drop down towards the ground, sink through the shoulders, and then take a second and feel all of the muscles through the front side of your body tighten up to help realign and then go past into a nice arch. Relax everything down, belly button goes straight down towards the ground. Right here, activate everything to pull up and then push right through into that arch. One more, drop that belly button. Actively pull everything together, arch it up to the ceiling. Drop that back down to neutral and bring yourself back to a seated position. I think all our activation work is done, and it's time to get to the bulk of this workout. So we're going to start with a plank series. The exercises within this series are going to be in 30-second blocks. You can set your knees down or take a rest whenever you need to. Every 30 seconds, you'll have a quick transition, and then we will be changing to a different type of plank. Whatever you need to do to get through, you can do. So I want you to start in a tall plank. We're going to find a nice strong body position. So you with me? Shoulders over hands. Let's do this. We are going to start right here with a walking plank. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop down to low plank, and then we're going to bring it back up. This is more like a marching plank, I suppose. I want you to keep those hips nice and square, not allowing for a whole lot of rocking. I want you to keep it square. You've got 10 seconds left right here. 3, 2, 1. I want you to transition into a static plank, whether that is on your hands or on your elbows. Let's do this. Nice strong plank. Do not let those hips sag. Alternatively, don't let them push to the ceiling. Find that nice strong plank position. In 10 seconds, we are going to transition one more time. Hang on to this. Our transition is going to turn into toe taps. In 3, 2, 1, join me. Again, I am not allowing my hips to sort of counterbalance or rock. Now this can be done from the knees also if you need to. Keep it nice and strong. Again, don't let it get up here because you're not actively working the core if your hips are pushed to the ceiling. Stay with me here. 3, 2, 1. Static hold. I want you to transition one more time. 30 seconds. Let's go. Static hold. You can do this on your elbows or your hands. Don't let this happen. Check where your posture is. Can you get your shoulders over your hands? 15 seconds left. Hang in there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. Round out those shoulders. Well done. We're gonna move along. This time we're gonna be laying on our back. So we're gonna transition so that we're laying down on our back. We've got a bicycle series. So we are going to transition again in between each of these. They are 30 seconds again. We're gonna start with bicycle and then we're gonna go to leg lift. Back to bicycle and then a little scissor to spice things up on that last round. So I need you to lay down here with me. We're gonna start with this bicycle, which means elbow to knee. Get ready for it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull across, pull across. Now look, I want you to do this bicycle move with intention. Try not to let it just be here. I want you to pull each time across the body. That's it. Drive with that heel. Pull across. We're gonna start our transition into those leg lifts in 3, 2, 1. So your legs are up. You're gonna lower them down to wherever you're comfortable. If you lower them down too far and your back arches, I need you to shorten that range of motion. Keep everything anchored and lift back up. Again, we're watching so that that back doesn't arch off your mat. If this is feeling difficult, bend. You can do this with a bent knee. We're gonna transition back to that bicycle in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Moving with intention. Don't let it be small. Okay, no floppiness. We need to stay nice and strong through each of these moves. Lower abs are engaged so that your hips aren't rocking. We're gonna transition into a scissor. So get ready. 3, 2, 1. Look, you're gonna scissor on the way up. Lower it down. Join me. Scissor. Lower. Again, focusing on that tight core so that you don't arch off the mat. Nicely done. Now, I didn't tell you, but we're gonna transition right back to that bicycle and do this series again. So get ready to transition to bicycle in 3, 2, 1. You with me? Bicycle again. Now, if you need to take a rest, if your neck is hurting, you can bring it here. Make sure that you're resting your head into your hands, but you're not pulling those elbows in. Keep everything open. Do you remember what was next? Leg lifts. Straight leg or bent knees. Get ready to transition. 3, 2, 1. Bring it to wherever you need to. Bent or straight. Anchor in your upper body. Feel like you're anchored to the ground. And if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. You are still gonna feel those lower abs working super hard to pull those feet back up. We're gonna transition back to that bicycle. In 3, 2, 1. You ready? Come to that bicycle. Here we go. Again, if you need a bit of a break, bring it here. This works also. Moving with intention. Don't let it get small. Push. Ready for those scissor ups? Get ready in 3, 2, scissor those feet. We're gonna bring it up here. Again, you can bend those knees a little if you need to. Don't let yourself arch. This puts you in a bit of a vulnerable position. Tighten up and make sure that you're going slow enough to really feel each of the muscles working really hard. Guess what? You got a break. Come on up. Nicely done. Now, when I say break, I mean you get to look forward to doing another plank series. So you're gonna bring yourself back over. Remember that plank series that we started with? Plank walk, static hold, foot taps, static hold. Sounds great, right? So get ready. You've got about 15 seconds until go time. We're gonna start in that plank walk, plank march, I suppose. You ready? Find that nice plank and get ready to march it out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lower it down and lift it back up. Again, you can do this from your knees. If you're starting to feel a little fatigued, bring it right here. I want you to make sure that you're not letting your hips get pushed up to the ceiling. You've disengaged your core if you've got your hips really high. So lower it down, have nice alignment. Very good. Get ready to transition to that static hold in 3, 2, 1. Again, whether you are on your hands or on your elbows, you need your shoulder to be over top of your elbow or your hand. Don't let yourself round up and don't let yourself dip down. Stay strong. Drop those knees if you need to. We're gonna transition to those toe taps again. In 3, 2, here's your transition. You're gonna tap it out. Join me. Go from those knees if you need to. Alternate to that high plank if you need to. Check that you're not up here. Bring it down. Stay here, stay nice and strong. Get ready to go back to that static hold. Transitioned however you want to do this static hold. Let's see it. If you feel like everything's starting to sink, that's okay. Set it down, reset, and join me up here again. Drop those knees if you need to. But you've only got 9 seconds left. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Whew. All right. One more series where we're going to be on our back. All right. So we need to get into a nice, comfortable back lying position. And I want you to take one leg, cross it above the knee of the other leg. We are going to pull everything together. Think about a jackknife in the center. You're gonna bring everything up, and then you're gonna lower everything down. 10 seconds, so join me down here. Get ready, cross one leg over, stay on this side. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Jackknife everything to the center, lower it back down. Jackknife to the center, lower it back down. If you need to, bend the leg. Again, this works also. You're gonna focus on those lower abs and really pull in. If having that straight leg means that you're arching off the mat, bend it. We're gonna have a quick transition. Other side. Flip the feet over. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull up as high as you can. I want you to pull everything together here and control it on the way down. Pull in, lower down. You've got 5 seconds before we transition one more time into a V-sit. Come on up here. Sit tall, lean back. I want you to put your hands out. Join me. If you can, lift your feet. If you can, bring your hands out to the side. And if you would like another challenge, we're gonna tilt to one side and come up, tilt to the other side and come up. All of this movement is controlled from the abdominals. It's not my arms lifting and lowering. Drop it down, lift it up. Rest. We're going back to that 4. All right, another round of that. Take a little rest here, sit nice and tall. I want you to lay it back. One more round here. And then maybe a fun little way to end this off. I want you to get ready again for that 4. So crossing that leg. Tightening up so that everything you do is from the core. Get ready for it. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, it's from here. Lift and lower. That's it. Lift. Now, if you can, and you want to make this a little tougher, pull those hips off the ground when you crunch. Really pull in, but control it on the way down. You should feel every muscle in your core working to stabilize as you lower down. Get ready to transition to that other side. Woo! Switch it over. Long leg and go. Control it on the way down. Add that squeeze at the top if you can. And remember, bend the knee if you need a little bit of relief to the lower back. Stay with me. Squeeze. Every opportunity you get, tighten it up that little bit more. We're going to transition to that V-sit in 3, 2, 1. Lean it back. Core tight from here. Hands out. Second level. Third level. And fourth level. Squeeze with the obliques, the sides of the core, each time. You've got about 10 seconds left. Can you reach further and go lower down? 3, 2, 1. Whew. Felt some trembles in there. All right. You've only got one task left. I'm going to put a minute on the clock. And you are going to do a plank. Whatever plank you want to do, high plank, low plank, walking planks, whatever you need to do to get through that minute. Sounds phenomenal. This is our finisher. 1 minute plank. You with me? Shoulders over hands. or shoulder over elbow, hips in alignment the whole time. You've got 5 seconds till go time. Ready? Let's do this. Our final plank. Focus on it. Don't let it come here. Stay nice and tight. As always, drop those knees if you feel like your alignment is starting to go. We're almost 30 seconds through. There's your halfway point. Check your back. Don't let it start to push up to the ceiling. Open the chest. Stay strong. Nice work, guys. We're so close to the end of this. Check that posture. Guess what? You're done. Set that down. Take a second. Push through to child's pose. Just release the back. Take both of your hands. Walk them as far as you can away from your body and to the side. You should feel a nice stretch through the side. Walk your hands the other direction. Bring that back to the center. If you can, pull your knees apart a little, drop down to the ground a little bit more. Slowly walk those hands in, tuck your toes under. Take your time rolling up. So put your weight into your feet, slowly bringing yourself up. Find that nice tall posture. Open up your arms, lean back a little, opening it up. Take one hand and try to reach across the body and look behind. Switch to that other side. Bring that back to center. Roll your shoulders back and down, and you are done. Thank you for joining me, everybody.